To begin with, can I just acknowledge Dan's absence today? As you all know, he took a fall this morning as he was preparing for work. He's in hospital as a precaution, getting some precautionary X-rays. No head injuries. He's fine and will be back on his feet very shortly. But I know at around the cabinet table in private discussions with Dan how passionate he is about this day and this announcement, and it would only have been a trip to the hospital that would have kept him away. So unfortunately, that's the case. But to be here today as acting Premier in Dan's absence is one of the proudest moments of my political life, and this is a momentous day in the history of our nation. We're here, as Auntie Joy outlined, at Corrandirk, and this is a very, very special place in the history of our state and our nation. It has been the home of the Wurundjeri for as far back as anyone can remember, and in latter years it has been a place of both strength and struggle, pride and pain. But like so many aspects of our state's history, the pain, the strength, the challenge, the accomplishment, the pride of this place is known by a very select few. And that's the reason why we are all gathered here today, following on for very strong calls from the First Peoples Assembly, strong calls for treaty, strong calls for a Truth and Justice Commission. And that's why we are here today at this special place to tell the whole story. An opportunity for truth-telling, an opportunity for truth healing, an opportunity for change by virtue of this Truth and Justice Commission. It's a Wemba word, Yuruk, so it'll be the Yuruk Justice Commission, and the work will begin in coming months. From today, we'll have expression of interest for 5 commissioners that will run. This will be an independent commission. It will be at arm's length from government, and in line with the calls from the First Peoples Assembly, again, it will have the powers of a royal commission. This is long overdue. It's an acknowledgement that the pain in our past is present in the lives of people right now. It's a recognition that without truth, without justice, you can't have a treaty. You can't take that incredibly powerful step forward until we go through this process of truth and justice, giving Indigenous and non-Indigenous people alike the opportunity to tell their whole story, for that to be a path to truth and a path to healing. You can't have true reconciliation for all Victorians until we go through this process. And the thing I wanted to stress today is that whilst this is a first for our nation, and once again Victoria is taking the lead, whether that's through treaty, whether it's through the People's Assembly, the First People's Assembly, or whether it's through the announcement today of the Truth and Justice, the Yuruk Justice Commission, this is something that has been happening around the world. 30 other nations have gone through a Truth and Justice Commission. Canada, South Africa, our near neighbour and friend New Zealand. This is an important and historic path that we must all go through. And it's an acknowledgement both of historic injustice, but as well as contemporary injustice in our society. And that will be part of the patent, the terms of reference for this independent commission, to look at both historic injustice and contemporary injustice in Victorian society. So I'm so very proud to be here today representing Dan Andrews. I want to thank all the elders, community leaders, assembly members. This is your day. You planted the seed, and from today we will start this incredibly important process. So we'll have a commission set up. The EOI process for the commission roles open today until the 6th of April. We'll have the commission set up around the middle of this year. Like Like truth and justice processes around the world, it will take some time. We anticipate around 3 years, but we'll have an interim report around mid-21 and a final report a couple of years after that. But again, I want to thank everyone for their involvement, for their advocacy, for their leadership. This is an important day for Victoria and for our nation.